Furgo stands out as a cinematic exploration of human relationships and the subtle intricacies of everyday life, capturing moments that resonate with authenticity and emotional depth. Unlike more conventional narratives that rely on overt drama or sensational events, this installment of the Aida series draws its power from the quiet, often overlooked interactions that define the characters' experiences. From the opening sequence, viewers are introduced to a van parked at the edge of a city square, its presence unassuming yet immediately significant. The vehicle itself becomes a focal point, representing not just mobility, but also the convergence of disparate lives, perspectives, and histories. Aida's journey within Furgo is emblematic of personal discovery, intertwined with social commentary. The film meticulously charts the evolving relationships among the ensemble, each scene revealing hidden layers of personality, conflicting desires, and unspoken tensions. The narrative unfolds in a manner that feels organic, with dialogue and action flowing naturally from the characters' motivations rather than adhering to a rigid plot formula. One of the most compelling aspects of the film is its treatment of space and movement. The van is more than a mere setting. It is a microcosm in which the dynamics of power, trust, and vulnerability are continually negotiated. Scenes in which the characters navigate crowded streets, encounter unexpected obstacles, or pause for reflection illustrate the interplay between physical and psychological movement. The camera work accentuates this interplay, often positioning the viewer as an observer within the confined interior while simultaneously capturing the expansive external world. Cinematic techniques in Furgo are employed with precision to heighten emotional resonance. The interplay of light and shadow, particularly during evening sequences, underscores moments of intimacy, doubt, and revelation. Reflections on windows, passing headlights, and subtle shifts in ambient light are used not merely for aesthetic effect, but to mirror the characters' internal states. These visual cues are complemented by sound design, which blends diegetic and non-diegetic elements to create an immersive auditory experience. Everyday noises, such as the hum of traffic, distant conversations, or the mechanical sounds of the van engine, are calibrated to reinforce mood, drawing the audience deeper into the narrative world. The performances in Furgo are uniformly nuanced, with each actor bringing depth, subtlety, and individuality to their role. Aida herself embodies a balance of strength and fragility, conveying a spectrum of emotions through nuanced expressions, gestures, and timing. Supporting characters are equally multidimensional, with each encounter providing insight into broader themes of trust, loyalty, and personal growth. Dialogue in the film is another area where Furgo demonstrates sophistication. Conversations are carefully crafted to reveal character traits, underlying conflicts, and relational dynamics without relying on exposition. Humor is woven seamlessly into interactions, often emerging from the quirks of human behavior rather than scripted jokes. This humor serves not only to entertain, but also to illuminate resilience, empathy, and the adaptability required to navigate complex social environments. A notable feature of Furgo is its exploration of emotional geography. The movement of the van across urban and suburban landscapes mirrors the emotional journeys of the characters. Each location is selected with intentionality, reflecting thematic concerns such as isolation, community, and the search for stability. The juxtaposition of bustling streets with quiet backroads reinforces the tension between external pressures and internal reflection, emphasizing the nuanced interplay between environment and experience. The narrative pacing of Furgo contributes significantly to its impact. The film alternates between moments of contemplative stillness and sequences of heightened tension, creating a rhythm that mirrors the unpredictability of life itself. This pacing allows viewers to absorb character development fully, to feel the weight of decisions, and to witness the unfolding of relationships in real time. Humor and levity are balanced against these moments of introspection, resulting in a tonal complexity that enhances emotional engagement. the film also engages with broader social themes, subtly yet powerfully. Issues of economic precarity, the dynamics of friendship and loyalty, and the negotiation of personal identity in constrained circumstances are woven into the narrative without didacticism. These themes emerge organically from the characters' experiences, inviting viewers to consider the ways in which ordinary lives intersect with systemic pressures. One sequence that exemplifies Furgo's narrative skill involves a spontaneous detour caused by a mechanical issue with the van. This seemingly mundane event becomes a catalyst for character revelation, forcing the ensemble to confront unspoken tensions, articulate fears, and negotiate collective decisions. The scene is a masterclass in balancing tension, humor, and psychological insight, highlighting the film's commitment to exploring authenticity over spectacle. Furgo's attention to detail extends to production design, costume, and props. Each object, each background element contributes to a sense of lived-in reality. For example, the carefully curated personal items within the van reflect the characters' histories, aspirations, and idiosyncrasies, providing subtle narrative cues that enrich the viewing experience. Music and sound motifs are employed sparingly but effectively. The careful selection of incidental music underscores emotional beats without overwhelming the narrative, allowing naturalistic dialogue and environmental sounds to dominate while enhancing key moments with a subtle layer of tonal support. Another significant strength of Furgo lies in its exploration of conflict resolution and human negotiation. Interpersonal disagreements are depicted with complexity, capturing the messiness, compromise, and occasional miscommunication inherent in real relationships. Scenes of confrontation are resolved in ways that feel earned, neither overly dramatized nor simplistically neat, reinforcing the film's commitment to realism and psychological insight. Thematic concerns of resilience, adaptability, and moral decision-making permeate the narrative. Characters are frequently faced with choices that test ethical boundaries, personal patience, and the limits of trust. These decisions are portrayed with nuance, emphasizing the moral ambiguity and the fluidity of human judgment in everyday circumstances. Furgo also benefits from a subtle yet deliberate exploration of temporality. The passage of time within the film is conveyed through changes in light, weather, and small shifts in character appearance or behavior, creating a sense of progression and continuity. This treatment of time enhances the realism of the story, grounding character growth in lived experience rather than narrative contrivance. One of the most memorable aspects of the film is the way it handles silence. Pauses between dialogue, moments of reflection, and quiet observation are used to convey emotional depth, allowing viewers to sense the unspoken complexities of relationships. These silences are as narratively significant as spoken lines, emphasizing the film's sophisticated understanding of communication, both verbal and nonverbal. Furgo invites repeated viewing, with layers of detail, subtle gestures, and nuanced interactions revealing themselves upon closer examination. The richness of character interplay, the intricacies of dialogue, and the interplay between environment and narrative create a film that rewards attentiveness and reflection. In conclusion, Furgo is an exemplary entry in the Aida series, notable for its emotional authenticity, narrative sophistication, and the depth of its character studies. It navigates the complexities of human experience with care, offering viewers a cinematic journey that is at once entertaining, thought-provoking, and emotionally resonant. The film balances humor, tension, introspection, and social commentary with skill, demonstrating the capacity of cinema to illuminate ordinary lives with extraordinary insight. Furgo is more than a story about a van or a series of encounters. It is a meditation on human connection, resilience, and the subtle yet profound impact of shared experiences. Every scene, gesture, and line of dialogue is calibrated to evoke reflection and empathy, leaving a lasting impression that extends well beyond the closing credits. cementing Furgo as a compelling and essential work within the contemporary cinematic landscape.